Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Okay guys, assalamualaikum and hello. Those of you who just joined us back and those of you just joined us, this is the Gigabyte Premier League and this is actually the main event, and I'm Andreanna casting for you today in channel 1 from DotaTalk. And we have for the time being for back to origin from Taiwan versus the All-Star Indonesia.
Radiant team
and
pick.
Those of you still don't know about the game format, I have all these papers all around me right now, so I'm pretty much getting all messed up at the time being. And we have a total 16 team participating for the tournament. We have
Radiant
8 invited
team
teams
pick.
and 8 more teams that are actually qualified in the qualifiers, and they're fighting for the prize pool over 1k of 1000 USD worth of cash. I think it'll be cash, and the format for this tournament, it will be the round robin, and in the playoffs we'll be having a double elimination format, and I'm not sure how many teams will be participating. I think around 8 teams if I'm not mistaken. And we have so far back to origin and the All-Star and Taiwan versus the Indonesia pick and banning phase. At the time they already banned. We won't be seeing Elder Thompson as well as Visage and Pagna as well as the Silver. So Crystal Maiden has been picked as the first one, one of the very most useful support there is, but you have to consider Crystal Maiden because it's also one of the most squishiest heroes in Dota 2. And we have Clockwork for the offlane and for back to origin. The Taiwan wanna play the Clockwork as the offlane, where Timbersaw has been selected by Indonesian team, whilst for the Alchemist, I'm not sure this Alchemist gonna play for the I'm not sure this Alchemist is gonna play the support or hard carry, because it seems like the C servers, especially the C regions, Asians, they pretty much like to play the Alchemist with the support gameplay.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Okay, sorry for that. And we won't be seeing the Clinks as well as the Bristleback. Yep, it's painful to go against the Clink, especially they have the spear and the what we call it, the drift. Or the arrows is shooting very fast. I forgot how the skill's name is. And even so, if they have a lot of pushing arrows and play with a bone or clanked, you know, the pushing steel stuff, the towers are going down very fast, especially if you auto-activated the burning spear. And we have okay, we won't be seeing Lich, and as much as the 4th ban will be ongoing for the Indonesian team. I realized one thing, the Indonesian, I think that Pinoys as well for the Philippines, they pretty much play a lot for Bristleback. I'm not sure whether it's C is just the Asian or just Philippines, but they pretty much like the Bristleback a lot, and I've watched a few games before. Well, the Bristleback is actually the MVP of the game. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was an Orange versus Insidious, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much I think it's the Asian pretty much like the Bristleback a lot, because in Europe they pretty much blend in differently for the drafting of the heroes. Well, we won't be seeing being banned out and being removed is actually the Lifestealer and Lich. It will be the last 2 more bans. I'm not sure what heroes won't be in the game, but we still have the Ninaga Siren. It's not being used a lot. And one of the most banned heroes we still have OD in the pool. While Invoker might gonna go for the mid in back to Origins lineup. It seems like Clockwork gonna go for the offlane. While we have the Mirana, will it be a mid Mirana?
Remaining.
I don't think so. I don't think Mirana gonna go for the mid. Whilst Timbersaw will be obviously in the offlane. Alchemist, I'm not sure what he's going for yet, because we have Mirana. Maybe gonna stick with the Alchemist, or maybe this Mirana just gonna play mid, or maybe even a roamer. maybe because it's so hard for me to guess up the lineups nowadays because of it. It's been unexpected gameplays played by the players, especially with the new patch and stuff and new mechanics. They change almost everything.
Dire
And Weaver
team
is one of the most best carry nowadays, and he's been picked by the All-Star Indonesia. They lost to, if I'm not mistaken, the last game All-Star just lost to a. What is it again? Well, never mind. But even so, the last game of All-Star, pretty much they played a little bit passive. So I do hope there will be more aggression by All-Star in this game and more pressuring to, in the lanes for a back to origin. Well, we have the Lion for the 4th pick and the support of the team, and I think Invoker really gonna go for the mid in this one. It seems like they still not pick the last hero, which will be the hard carry of the team. So usually the hard carry will be babysit by the Crystal Mid and the Lion. So Gyrocopter, we won't be seeing any cooldown in this one. No cooldown in this game, and the last bench still considering for the last ban for the Taiwan team at the time being. So finally, Luna.
Radiant team pick.
Well, I've seen a lot of Lunas in C games as well, so we won't be seeing it in this one. The final pick for the All-Star Indonesia, so Alchemist. Well, I think he's gonna play a support in this one. It seems like it because Weaver will be playing with the hard carry. Timbersaw gonna go for the off lane, and I think Mirana really is gonna go for the mid laner. They pretty much I've seen these games. They pretty much pick a little bit early for the mid pick heroes. So I guess pretty much a different game style for the C server rather than the Europe ones, because I've seen the Europe. I don't know about the big tournaments in Europe, but it seems like in CM for a Europe they usually pick the last 2 picks for the A mid, so they won't be kind of pick in the early of the picking phase. And you're gonna have see Venomous of the Fierce renewed Venomous appearance in this game, and it's pretty much a very good support hero with the wards to. The wards can be, you know, pushing a lot. Even can be give you okay, actually a very interesting lineup for from back to origin. I haven't seen Draw Ranger for some time, and this is actually the first game in month. I think in month I'm seeing it, or even a year. Is it a year or a few months? I think this is actually the first game I'm looking at a tournament with a Grow Ranger in it. Anyways, I'm gonna read the lineups. Oh God, my tongue tied all over for tonight. And today, oh by the way, I'm Andreanna casting for Egypt from Egypt for you. So I'll be having some delays for the actions going on. Bit of a too far from the AC region, I think. For the server, we have the AMZ with the Venomancer, Spaceman with Marana, Windstruck playing with the Weaver, Zephyr gonna play the Alchemist, Roaming I think, Alchemist, while RNG gonna go with the Timbersaw for the offlane. While we have for a back to origin Taiwan team, Foda gonna play with the Invokers, 731 gonna play with the Lion, Relic with the Draw Ranger hard carry, while PW gonna play with the Crop Dora with the pure support of a Crystal Maiden. On top is actually the trio will be on top instead of a safe lane bottom. So we have the RNG gonna go a safe lane on bottom solo, and pretty much I don't know, I prefer for a Trident to go on bottom because they can actually pull the neutral creeps, so they won't be on the level for the supports. But even though the trialing on top for the All-Star is also possible, because if you have the more people on top, you can push faster, especially the creeps are moving much more faster than before. But even so, it will be a mess because of Lion and 731 with Dora as well as a Raylight gonna be on top as well. So it'll be a, you know, they're gonna leave the Weaver top. I don't know. They go back up. These two gonna go duos for Alchemist as well as Zephyr and Spaceman gonna go and move a lot of roaming from both of them. The arrow and concoction I think will be taken as the first skill. While we have the Venom as the AMZ actually versus the Invoker. Oh, will it be okay for Venomous to go with Invokers? I'm gonna see a Dora being stunned and the arrow.
First blood.
That's a nice pick off.
Tis
First blood
masturbatory.
by All-Star, getting the good
Axe
start
is
versus
impressed.
the Taiwan team, and Zephyr pretty much happy about that. I think. And he's gonna go for another blood. Will it go for a real? But Muran is a bit far behind. But even so, he is aiming. Will it get? It's actually getting the Lions for the arrow. It didn't hit. It didn't hit the draw. So pretty much he's playing a full support for 731. Even a body block with a for a draw ranger for the arrow. And I'm surprised this Venomous is actually gonna play a carry Venomancer, because he's among the most squishy hero as well. Putting aside the draw rangers down on top. So for that. It's actually a Weaver getting it. I think they went for another concoction and the arrow didn't cast upon that kill, if I'm not mistaken. Saving up a lot of mana. He doesn't have mana regen for a Mirana. Well, bottom you can see that a Timbersaw versus the Clockwork. Tanks won't be having a problem. We won't be. Oh, I just said we won't be seeing any blood going on, but it seems like a Clockwork and Timbersaw both are pretty much strong to each other, and the better assault is painful enough for RNG, and it seems like there won't be any killing on bottom. There'll be a lot of killing on top.
Cut off.
Well, Zephyr is waiting in the fog. Waiting in the fog. Do they? I don't know. I think they can't see Zephyr by that, right? Like, he got busted by the creeps anyway. So because they can actually see it from here, seeing through it from here. So they're pretty much gonna back off for the time being for Zephyr and Spaceman. They might gonna go and gang mid now. Since Foda is having a good time to go against Venomancer. Even so, Venomancer pretty much got the bottle already. So it's not a problem for him to go and, you know, regen for a bit, being harassed badly by Invoker, but he's okay. He got the bottle with him. But even so, he's taking a Black Borg as well. So I guess he's playing the ward just for the vision, temporary vision. Going in, they missed it. They missed the arrow, but the concoction managed to hit it on time. They don't have any dust or sentries at the time being, so Invoker pretty much getting away with that one. Going in, initiation by 731, missed the stun, managed to shoot Gucci on time after the hacks. And Dora is a bit disappointed by that, didn't manage to get a bite with a Weaver on top. So mid is pretty much very crowded. Zephyr is trying to go for the Invoker, but it seems like nobody's there. But the arrow didn't manage to hit Foda. Will he manage to stun? And he stunned himself right in front of a tower, and then gives free kill for Foda. And it's pretty much a big mistake done by the Alchemist just now. Should reel back off a bit, but the tornado hit him some good time. Didn't manage to get it back right on track in the lane. Our housemates are back here. I might gonna really network, but anyway, I'm gonna go and see the last hit so far. It's being owned by Timbersaw on bottom versus the Clockwork, while we have the Nax who will be the Weaver 21 to 11 with creep stabs, and actually Veno is pretty much doing good in the mid.
Dire's
even
bottom
though
tower is under attack.
well, he's being ganked a lot for Invoker by the Alchemist as well as Rana. So Zephyr is waiting for the prey to come in while Rana is coming in from behind Spaceman with the arrow. Mike gonna follow after the concoction again. They're doing the combos and finishing up by Windstruck afterwards. So we're gonna wait and see now. Will it be a cutting his way through in the trees? Going for 713, going with a swarm, and now the arrow finishing up by being hacked. Windstruck being hacked and finishing. All-Star Spaceman hitting one last hit for the light, and now Raylag gonna go down as well. Just managed to silence in the very last minute, but won't stop Weaver or Windstruck from hitting last hit. And Venomancer's down as well in the mid by Foda. Oh well, but they're getting a tower on top, and that's why the trio has been going on all over it. And it seems like
bottom tower
they're gonna get the tier 1 tower very soon. 5-2 for the scoreboard at the time being, leading by the All-Star. It seems like they're having a good start in this game. I think very aggressive, much more aggressive than the last one. They're pretty much being hunted down a lot in the last game, and they're picking back their feet up to get the weak points for the round robin schedule. And it seems like 4 of them are on top by Volker. I'm not sure. He's pretty much hesitating to go mid, back, or back to the top. Yep, it will be 4 versus 3 on top. It will be a big mess. Dora and 731 is already got a smoke on them, and they won't be smoking. But Zephyr being hacks, being stunned with the arrow. Zephyr gonna go down, and that's the end of Zephyr's life. Windstruck didn't have any mana to even Shikuchi, but Dora tried to run away. Spaceman chasing it. Last hit for Dora, but Dora managed to just take the stall and just gonna survive for the next day. And Foda is gonna just, I don't know what they're trying to go for, but it seems like AMZ is alone, going with a Windstruck at the time being. Foda just having a hard time to go against the nobody, going for almost 1 minute. Non-stop war on top. Raylax just respawned from dead just now. Gonna go down again by All-Star RNG. It seems like 5 versus 5 on the top, and it's big mass massacre. And Windstruck is gonna go down as well. PWHS is cogging away from AMZ. Realize too many for PWHS to go against. 3 of them still respawning on fountain, and it seems that PWHS is gonna go way down in this. 4 of them surrounding him, just getting the tower as well. They pretty much win the last war, even though the first few
tower has fallen.
seconds of a war they're losing it for All-Star, but they're getting the tower as well as a securing with the clock killing. It's pretty much they got that goal pretty much going on very fast, 5k and 3k of goal and experience different respectively. And on top, they're still not gonna back up for Zephyr and Spaceman. They're still camping on top while a Fuda is gonna go back for the mid. And 731 is still not able to put the observer ward in the spot. So because he might getting picked off. It seems like the Spaceman as well as a Zephyr is camping on top. Not gonna back off while RNG is now going for the roaming instead of just staying in bottom lane. And a Windstruck doesn't have the time lapse being silenced by a relic just now. Almost died as well. A Throw Ranger just gonna back off, and Timbersaw on top going in for Lion. It has been non-stop picked off from both team, top as well as bottom. And now Invoker as well as Dora gonna engage in anytime soon. I don't think they are be wise for them. It's unwise for them to actually engage with 2 of them. And the AMZ is very near to the mid, between the mid and top line. Can see now he doesn't have the finger of death yet. Lion just gonna defend this one. Got caught in the, I think it was an arrow. And now Spaceman opened up the invisibility. It was a very aggressive play by Spaceman. A lot of nice and beautiful arrows done by him, picking off a lot of them. While Zephyr is opening up the chemical range. I think he's gonna dive in if it's possible for him. Arrow didn't hit anybody. Jazzy Crips. Zephyr still waiting in the fog. He's using up, utilizing the Cullen Blade maximally for a alchemist. Cutting all his way through the trees. Tree cutter. So they got a lot of tree cutters for the All-Star. You have a Timber Saw as well as the Alchemist. Chop down all trees possible. And Zephyr is being busted by fog. He's trying to stay in the fog, but it seems like didn't manage to stun with a concoction and the arrow missed
under attack.
by an inch. And they managed to save his friend, and they're gonna go tier 1 tower on bottom. Windstruck is going down with a lot of damage, even though he's just a level 9 Weaver. But they pretty much over level at the time being. The arrow didn't hit anybody. They didn't hit anybody. RNG doesn't have any items yet. Waiting to hook for the prey. He's actually Clockwork right behind it. And there goes initiation by PWHS, and now he's going down, but even though the cock securing RNG and we've just taken one place, Timber Saw just managed to kill Throw with that, and 731 is gonna go down, going non-stop raging RNG with the arrow, didn't manage to hit Foda, and Dora being chased by Zephyr, she's gonna go down, Foda didn't manage to save his friend, and now just want to go back in the fountain. And just managed to get a Shadow Walk in the next couple time, and now they're gonna get a tier 2 tower for free as well. Almost a team wipe for a back to origin. It has been just 11th at almost 12 minutes, and it has been too aggressive from both teams. They have been having non-stop war, not even a 5 seconds break. They has been ongoing since the 7th minute, I think, a 7th or 8th minute. The wars has been going on, and Zephyr is not back off again. Open up Chemical Rage, gain the HP back up. RNG is waiting for a time to go in. Will it be a nice initiation for All-Star? Foda is just baiting for them to use all the skills. He's on Shadow Walk, going down. Invoker getting Timber Saw for 600 gold. That's too much for Invoker getting in. And AMD is going down very fast as well, getting a double kill. Zephyr is the only one managed to survive. And that was a massive lot of wars. And finally I get to get a breather. Finally. From the top wars and going for a mid, and then on bottom. How much aggression would it much worse get? I think it would be more interesting in the 30 more seconds or so. It seems like a PWH going in with, oh, it didn't hit Weaver, but it does stuns it. It didn't hit Weaver and got caught. The Crips. I'm not sure how that worked out just now, but it seems like the hook go through a Weaver. It's because of Sakuchi? I don't know. It's pretty much weird for that. And we have bottom Zephyr is trying to run away from the EMP. Pretty much you're not gonna engage for Foda. On top, Throw Ranger is down by picked up RNG Timber, so just going in without hesitation, diving in underneath the tower, getting hit a lot, but he's tankful enough for a tower to hit him. We have these now spacemen running away, guarding the haste. Will they engage more for the wars? Going in solo on bottom, Zephyr will be against three of them, and Zephyr is gonna go down. How the hell that Zephyr went in alone like that and realizing he doesn't have his teammate backing up for him? The smoke is on the back to origin. Foda is on the smoke as well, and the arrow didn't hit anybody. DD is on Spaceman again. Haze and DD at the same time, and gonna get PWHS. There's no more arrow at the time being. RNG being finger death, but not enough damage being done. And PWHS just gonna run away with RNG. Is down at the moment. Spaceman, no more mana, no more lift, and is gonna say goodbye as well. Following his very good teammate Timber Saw just now. Weaver finish off with a lot of farming on top. And gonna push up the tier 2 tower, so nobody can defend on top. They're all gonna push on the mid for a back to a region. I don't know if that's a wise decision because it's actually a tier 2 tower on top. You don't want to trade a tier 1 tower for tier 2.
Dire's top tower
they're backing off for the Invoker as well as almost all the teams are back up for 5 of them, and no TP I think for Weaver. Yeah, they have a TP. Yep, Spaceman going on bottom with a dust on him. We have as well at bottom a AMZ's pushing solo, gonna go for a mechanism, seems like, or maybe a type of insight perhaps. address with him. Still don't know what he's gonna do with that. Bloodstone is down, out for Timbersaw as well, while Zephyr just Zephyr, I don't know what you're gonna do by Solvay Booster, but anyway, initiation by Tornado just now, and Dora, you don't want to be off position solo in there. There's a lot of the flag war. Very much annoying if they put it separately. And initiation again by PW just going in solo, opening on top. And there goes the AMZ going down, even though they get a tower, they're tracking for the AMZ's head. Getting the kills as well. Draw Ranger going down as well as Crystal Maiden. And it will be 3 of them surviving, exchanging their life for the
Radiant's middle
defense
tower
just
is
now.
under
Who
attack.
just got the tower is actually All-Star. Pretty much a big loss for a back to region. They're getting the kills and tower as well for All-Star, while on top Windstruck is actually pushing solo. Gonna finish off with
Dire's
a
top
Lincoln's
tower is under
anytime
attack.
soon now. Chicho going down, and I don't think 3-1 gonna get.
Dire's
Oh, he
top
actually
tower
managed to
has been
deny
denied.
it. It did calculate the attack by the Weaver nicely and managed to deny. So pretty much Windstruck pretty much disappointed by that, I guess. Now they're gonna push the tier 2 tower in mid as well. 19 to 13 for the scoreboard at the time being, and we're gonna go into the graph at the time being. With 12k leading is actually All-Star in favoring them. Experience as well as just a 5k experience, not that much as gold, because they're actually getting a lot of gold by getting the Grievous Greed not up yet. It's actually from the towers itself, just by the towers and the kills. And both big cast upon the dust. He's not gonna get away with the ghost walk this time. Zephyr diving in underneath the tower, got finger death as well. Raylight trying to run as much as possible, but it seems like RNG not showing any mercy. Going in with a chain. A lot of it chakram and what we call it whirling death as well. They're gonna get the tier 2 towers and they managed to get a kill. Going in with the chakram as well. Foda tried to run, but it seems like PWHS is not giving up for the kill. Orange is too tanky for them to go against. Foda's gonna go down with the acid spray. And he's down. PWHS just gonna back off with a 7-3-1. And it seems like they lost the tower again in a mid for the tier 2. And 22 to 14, it seems like it's pretty much a very good game for All-Star. They have been playing aggressive, extremely aggressive this one. Totally different game style based on the last game they played against another team. I still cannot remember which team. I'm so sorry. And seems like a Clockwork tried to initiate, but pretty much thankful enough. They have a lot of tank and he got the trip, and he's going down that fast. They didn't even go near to a Clockwork, and even the damage for the magic and for acid spray, the chakram, is enough to finish off Clockwork just now. And maybe they want to go for the Roshan next for All-Star. They get the opening for a Roshan if they want to, but they're gonna go for it. There's 3 of them, Zapper and a RNG with the AMZ. Will it be okay for them to stay 3? Because it seems like Foda is alert. Has been alert that they actually in the Roshan's pit. It will be a very massive war if they engage. But it seems like Foda used up the tornado, so they won't be having a tornado anytime soon. It's gonna be a 4 versus 5 if Miranda coming out very late. Miranda got the ultimate ready. No problem for them to actually escape 5 of them. Coming in, hesitating back to origin. Will they engage? Will Clockwork engage? There's try to initiate by the arrow, but it didn't hit a PWHS at the time being. Go in for a PWHS. Will they go in? It seems like there goes the shadow. Invisibility by Miranda. Okay, nice timing PWHS does realize something.